The next general characters, gynoecium. It is the innermost bud of the flower. It is also called the female reproductive part of the flower. It is composed of three parts: ovary, style, and stigma. Then what are the characters features of gynoecium which is present or belongs to the Fabaceae member? Ovary superior. Superior ovary. So flower is said to be hypogynous. Ovary superior. Monocarpellary. Unilocular. Many volumes are present in each locules. Monocarpellary, unilocular, many volumes are present. Is a carpels, ovary, it is a locule, ovary, wall, locule, only one locules, ovules. The ovule become developed into seeds. So what are the type of placentations? Marginal placentations. In marginal placentation, this type of placentation is actually seen in monocarpellary unilocular ovules. So these are the characteristics of gynoecium. The next fruit. Take the fruits of Fabaceae, mostly legume fruit. Legume. Then what is called legume? It is a dry dehiscent fruit. The legume actually, pericarp. Pericarp is nothing but fruit wall. It is a dry in condition. They split open at maturity. These are called leguminous or legume. It is dry dehiscent fruit. Pericarp is dry in conditions. They split open at maturity to liberate the seeds. These are called legume fruits. For example of legume, pea, Pisum sativum, bean. These are the example for legume fruits. Next is seed. The seed is actually non-endosperm seeds. Non-endosperm seeds. Based on their presence and the absence of endosperm, the seeds are three types. I will discuss in the next videos. And one is endosperm seeds, another one is non-endosperm seeds, third one is perisperm seeds. There are three types of seeds are present. But Fabaceae non-endosperm seeds. Then what is called non-endosperm seeds? Endosperm is completely consumed by the embryo during their development. If a seed is composed of mainly two parts, one is a outer seed coat, second one is a embryo. Embryo is a future plant. The embryo that become developed into future shoot system and root systems. So for the development of embryo, they absorb the food from the endosperm. So what is called endosperm? Endosperm is a food storing tissue. They are responsible for storage of food in the endosperm. Developing embryo to consume all the food from the endosperms. So there is no food is there in the endosperm because all the food is consumed by embryo during their development. Such seeds are called non-endosperm seeds. It is also called X-albuminous seeds. Albuminous seeds. Non-endosperm seeds are also called X-albuminous seeds. In this type of seeds, food is stored in cotyledon. Keep in mind. The food is stored in cotyledon. The cotyledons, for example, groundnut, pea, These are the example for non-endosperm seeds. In this type of seeds, bean also. In this type of seeds, the contents are thick and fleshy. They are responsible for storage of food material. Such seeds are called non-endosperm seeds. The last characters of general characters say pollinations. Pollination is essential for fertilizations. So, in this type of members, the members are species which is belongs to the Fabaceae. What the type of pollination that takes place? Entomophilous pollinations. I mean insect pollinations. Insect pollination takes place, that is called entomophily. Entomophilous pollinations are takes place. Except some species, for example, Pisum sativa, they are autogamy, are also called self-pollination takes place. But majority of the species are insect pollination entomophilous. Then next, if you take the floral diagram and the floral formula, the hard sepal is anterior positions. The next floral diagram. The outermost layer is called sepals. Sepals are five sepals. They are fused with one another. They are said to be gamosepalous, showing valvate distribution. The edge alone meet are fused. Without overlapping. The edge are met together without overlapping. These are called outermost layer sepals. Inner to the sepals, it is a corolla. Corolla is made of petals. The petals are polypetalous, free from one another. But while the type of estivation, descendingly imbricate estivation are also called vexillary estivation. The posterior petal is called standard or vexillum petals, two lateral petals, and the anterior petals are fused petals. These are called keel or carina petals, descendingly imbricated estivation. This type of corolla is said to be papilionaceous corolla. The next, third andricium, number of stamens are 10 stamens. Among the 10 stamens, 9 plus 1, 9 stamens are fused together, only one bundle is monalpus. Another one, only one stamens, post stamens are free. So totally diadalpous conditions. Diadalpous conditions. The next center, gynecium, ovary, monocarpary, unilocular. Then marginal placentation, bracts is present. And if you write the floral formula, first bract is present. So they are said to be, it is represented by BR, bract is present. Next, bracteole is absent. A small bract-like structure present middle of the pedicel, bracteole. That's bracteole is absent. They are said to be EBRL. I mean E-bracteolate, absence of bracteoles. The next, it is a zygomorphic conditions. For example, if we cut the flower, only one vertical plane, they are divided into two equal halves. Even the one posterior stamens also divided into two, ovary along with the anterior sepals. It is also divided into two. The next calyx, bract also divided into two. So zygomorphic condition, this represents by percentage, zygomorphic condition. The next, bisexual flower. Both male and female sex organ present on the same flower. Male sex organ is called andricium, female sex organ is called gynecium. Both are present on the same flower. They are represented by bisexual flowers. If you take the calyx is represented by K, calyx. Number of sepals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sepals. They are fused with one another. So bract, that is called gamosepalous. The next, corolla, second one is called corolla, made of petals. Petals are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Petals are 5 petals. But how they are arranged? 1 plus 1 is a standard petal, another 2 lateral petals, 2 plus 2 petals are anterior petals. So arrangement 1 plus 2 plus 2. But these anterior petals are fused together. Put the bracket. 5 petals. If you take the androecium, number of stamens 10 stamens, but 9 stamens are fused to form together plus 1. And the only one stamens, posterior stamens are free stamens. Next, gynoecium. How many carpels? Only one. Monocarpellary, unilocular. So, ovary is superior ovary. If you put the line below the gynoecium, the gynoecium plays on the top position. So, ovary superior. And only one ovules. Carpels, monocarpellary, uniloculars. So, these are the floral formula of Fabaceae member. The next, let's discuss economic importance of Fabaceae. So many of the plants which is belongs to Fabaceae, it is a source of pulse varieties. The first economic importance are pulses. You know what's called pulses? Parappu vahigal. Pulse maximum plants which belongs to Fabaceae are pulse varieties. For example, gram, Bengal gram, Pisum sativum pea plant, then soya beans. Next, pigeon, PGNP, black gram. Some examples: gram, Bengal gram. What's the binomial name? Cicer aeratinum. So, in need point of view, remember the binomial name is essential. Cicer aeratinum. It is a binomial of grams, or also called Bengal gram, Cicer aeratinum. Pea plant, Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum. Then third one is soya beans. Its binomial name is Glazinimax. Glazinimax. Then PGNP, Cajanus cajam. Cajanus cajam. Torabur, Cajanus cajam. Black gram, Phaseolus mungo. Phaseolus mungo. So these are the certain example of pulse varieties which is belongs to Fabaceae members. Then second, edible oil. Certain plants that is a source of edible oils. The first edible oil, for example, groundnut oil. Groundnut oil, it is obtained from the seeds of Arachis hypogea. Arachis hypogea. It is a binomial name of groundnut, Arachis hypogea. The oil obtained from the seeds of groundnut, it is used as a vegetable oils, are also called fine cooking medium, which is used to prepare vegetable ghee. The vegetable ghee also prepared from this groundnut oil. It is used as a fine cooking medium, cooking oil, and also it is also used for manufacturing of good manure. I mean the oil cake. Oil cake, it is used as a good manure and biofertilizers. Biofertilizers. It is also preferred from this oil cake. So these are the economic uses of groundnut oil. It is a fine cookery medium that is used as a salad oil without any purifications. Salad oil. that is used for manufacture of vegetable ghee, and also oil cake is used as a good manure and also biofertilizers. So groundnut oil. The second regarding oil, edible oil, soya bean. Soya bean. Its binomial is glycine max. Glycine max. So the soya bean oil, it is obtained from the seeds of glycine max, are also called soya bean. It is also used as a fine cooking oil and also used for the manufacturing of ink. Ink for printing ink, for printing, painting, and also used as insecticides. It is used for the preparation of insecticides. Soya bean oil and also glycine max oil. Next, Pongamia pinnata. Pinnata. The oil is obtained from the seeds of Pongamia pinnata. Pungamara. Seeds, which vegetative parts used as oil sources, seeds. It is used a limited extent for soap making. This oil is obtained from Pongamia pinnata. A limited usage, limited extent for soap making. Soap making, and also used for lubricant oil. Lubricant. Edible oils. The third heading, fiber. Some species of these members are used as a fiber. For example, sun hemp. Sun hemp. Its binomial is Crotalaria gentiana. Crotalaria gentiana. So, it is obtained, the fiber is called bast fiber, obtained from stem. Remember, the bast fiber is obtained from the stem of this plant, sun hemp, are also called Crotalaria gentiana, which is used for the manufacturing of rope. Then sacks, pouch like sachets, it is also manufactured these fibers, that is called bast fibers are obtained from sun hemp. The next heading, dye plant. Some plants of these members are which yield dye yielding plants. For example, indigo dye. Indigo, blue color dye, blue dye. Blue dye, it is obtained from the leaves of Indigofera tinctoria. Indigofera tinctoria. Indigofera tinctoria. It is yielding a dye, is called blue dye. Then another one is yellow orange dye. Yellow orange dye. It is obtained from the petals of a plant is called Butea monosperma. Butea monosperma. It's commonly called as a flame of the forest. Flame of forest. Because the entire petals of the flowers look like a flame or fire. So it is ornamental plant. Because of their beauty, they are extensively growing in the garden. That is why these plants are called as a flame of the forest. Deep question. For example, Butea monosperma, which yield a dye is called a yellow orange dye. Then third one is a red dye. Red dye. It is obtained from the heartroot of Pterocarpus santalum. Obtained from heartroot. Pterocarpus santalum. It is a binomial of red sandalwood. Red sandalwood. In red sandalwood, there are two types of wood. The periphery portions of wood is called sapwood. The sapwood is actually a conduction portions. They conduct water and minerals, all everything takes place through the periphery. White color portions of wood is called sapwood. But the center portion of the wood is called a heartroot. These are called heartroot. These heartroot are non-conduction portion due to the deposition of certain non-living inclusions. These non-living inclusions are deposited. That is why they do not conduct any water and minerals. Such wood is called a heartroot. But this red dye, it is obtained from the heartroot of Pterocarpus santalum. It's binomial of red sandalwood. So these are the dye plant. The next medicinal plant. Medicinal plant. Some species of these members are used as a medicinal value. For example, Abrus tinctorius. Abrus pictorius. The Abrus pictorius, neat question. It is commonly called as jeweler weight. Jewelry weight. Why do we call it a jewelry weight? The seeds of these plants actually used as to measure the weight of the jewelers. In earlierly, the jewelers' weight is measured by using the seeds. Okay, well, these are called Abrus pictorius. That is why they are commonly called as a jeweler weight. But in the economic point of view, ointment actually obtained from the leaves. Ointment obtained from the leaves of these plants, which is used to treat leukoderma, skin disease. Leukoderma. To treat leukoderma, skin disease, ointment. Then another one is Glycyrrhiza glabra. Glycyrrhiza glabra. In NCERT books are not given the binomial name Glycyrrhiza glabra, but commonly called mulati. Mulati, the name given in the NCERT book, mulati. What's the binomial name? Glycyrrhiza glabra. Actually, which is a economic point of view or medicinal point of view, the root. Extraction of this root, which is used to treat a cough. So these are the medicinal plants, and some plants used as ornamental. They are growing in the garden because of their beauty. Next one is ornamental plant. Some plants are their beauty are attractive colors, leaves are attractive. That is why they are extensively growing in the gardens. First one is, for example, sweet pea. Sweet pea, Lathyrus odoratus. Odoratus. It is ornamental. Another one is lupin. Lupin, What's the binomial name? Lupinus perennis. Lupinus perennis. It is also ornamental. The third one is flame of forest. Forest. Its binomial name Butea monosperma. Monosperma. And some other species which is belongs to Fabaceae, that is used as a fodder plant. Fodder means it is used for cattle, fodder plant. For example, Egyptian clover. Its binomial is Trifolium alexandrum. And another one is alpha alpha. Its binomial name is Medicaga sativa. And the third one is Sesbania. Its binomial is Sesbania grandifolium. So these are the species which belongs to Fabaceae, that is used as a fodder plant. It belongs to Fabaceae members. The next videos we are going to discuss the another dicot family, Solanaceae.